So in the last class of polynomials and polynomial equations, we discussed about finding values based on the roots, values related to the roots of the equation in terms of the coefficients of the equation. That in the sense basically problems on relation between roots and the coefficients of the polynomial. All these things we discussed in the previous class. Now in this class we are going to discuss about transformation of roots. So basically transformation of roots in the sense we have an equation and its roots, and we are going to find another equation whose roots are depending on the roots of the given equation. First of all, have a look. For suppose I am starting with the quadratic because quadratic equation is a bit comfortable for all of us. So you just look here, this x square minus 3x plus 4 is equals to 0 is a quadratic equation whose roots are alpha, beta. Then now our task is to find the equation with roots alpha plus 2 and beta plus 2. So that in the sense in this concept related to the transformation of roots, one equation and its roots are known. Then we need to find another equation whose roots are depending on the roots of the given equation. Okay. Now since this equation has roots alpha, beta, our target is to find the equation with roots alpha plus 2 and beta plus 2. So we have different methods again to find the equation. Okay. One thing is very clear. The given equation is quadratic. It has two roots, and we are going to find the equation with these two as the roots. That means we are going to find an equation of degree 2 again. Okay. Again we are going to find the quadratic. So I will discuss this problem in method 1 and method 2. Among those two I will choose one appropriate method to solve all the remaining problems. First of all, method 1. See method 1. So this given equation has roots alpha and beta. Since this given equation has roots alpha and beta, we are very clear that sum of the roots of this particular equation is minus b by a, which is 3, and product of the roots is simply c by a, so 4 by 1, and that is 4. So from this we are very clear that alpha plus beta is 3 and alpha into beta is 4. Then our target is to find an equation whose roots are alpha plus 2 and beta plus 2. So for that we just calculate the sum of the roots. Sum of the roots of the new equation alpha plus 2 and beta plus 2. So alpha plus 2 plus beta plus 2, which is equals to alpha plus beta plus 4. Okay. And alpha plus beta is 3, so 3 plus 4 is 7. And then product of the roots alpha plus 2 into beta plus 2. So alpha plus 2 into beta plus 2, you just multiply it. Alpha beta, 2 alpha, 2 beta. So plus 2 of alpha plus beta plus 4. 2 2s. Simply replace alpha plus beta with 3, alpha beta with 4. Then what you will get? 4 plus 2 into 3 plus 4. 6 plus 4, 10 plus 4, 14. So finally, I am trying to find an equation whose roots are alpha plus 2 and beta plus 2. For that, first I am thinking about the sum of these two numbers and product of these two numbers. Then equation is simply x square minus sx plus p is equals to 0. So what is the sum here? 7. So x square minus 7x plus product 14 is equals to 0. And this x square minus 7x plus 14 is equals to 0 is the required equation, and this is method 1. You just have a look. Given equation has roots alpha and beta, and we are trying to find an equation whose roots are alpha plus 2 and beta plus 2. This is method 1. Actually we have another method. Okay, see, which is very easy than this method 1, and in that method, if you have a chance to find the roots directly for this equation, then add 2 for the roots, and then you will get these two numbers directly. You will get the equation of the required one. What I am saying is, this is one method. Okay, I will tell you method 2, and method 2 is applicable for all the problems. Okay. Along with this method 1 and method 2, another method is also there. You may call it as method 3. In that method, for suppose if you have a chance to find the roots of the equation directly find alpha and beta values, calculate alpha plus 2, beta plus 2 values, and after having these values find the equation. That is very simple way. But that simple way is possible only if you have a chance to find the roots of the given equation. Okay, but this given equation, see, finding roots of this given equation is not easy. Okay, that's why I am going with this method. Okay, you just have a look how we solve the problem. Okay, see, this method is also applicable for the second problem where cubic equation is involved with 3 roots. This method is also applicable for 4th degree equation having 4 roots. But this method becomes lengthy and complicated for 3rd degree and 4th degree more than that. And that's why we need a generalized method to solve any problem related to the transformation of roots. And now in method 2 I will mention that generalized procedure. Okay, you just have a look and then I will give you the generalized procedure. Okay, this is method 1. Okay. Now method 2. This method 2 is a generalized way to solve all the problems related to the transformation of roots. See, in this method 2 what I do is, see, look there, this x square minus 3x plus 4 is equals to 0. This equation has roots alpha and beta. Since this equation has roots alpha and beta, so easily we will write that alpha square minus 3 alpha plus 4 is equals to 0. Similarly, we will write for beta also. Beta square minus 3 beta plus 4 is equals to 0. Okay. Since these two are the roots, these two will satisfy the equation. So root in the sense root will satisfy the given equation. Now our target is to find alpha plus 2 and beta plus 2 equation having those two as roots. And that in the sense alpha plus 2 and beta plus 2 will satisfy the equation. So you just take that alpha plus 2 and beta plus 2, these two are symmetrical. Symmetrical in the sense these two are in the same format. Okay. Since these two are in the same format, you just start with alpha plus 2 or with beta plus 2, that's up to you. Just take alpha plus 2 is equals to x. Since alpha plus 2 is equals to x, alpha is equals to x minus 2. Since alpha is equals to x minus 2, then you just replace alpha as x minus 2 in this equation. This is correct because alpha is a root. So alpha is x minus 2. Now replace that. So you will get that x minus 2 whole square minus 3 into x minus 2 plus 4 is equals to 0. Just solve it. X square minus 4x plus 4 minus 3x plus 6 plus 4 is equals to 0. So x square minus 7x plus 14 is equals to 0. Just have a look. We are getting the same equation as we discussed in method 1. See, now this x square minus 7x plus 14 is equals to 0 for x is equals to alpha plus 2. That's our initial consideration, right? That in the sense alpha plus 2 is satisfying this equation. So alpha plus 2 is a root for this equation. Similarly, we do for beta plus 2 also, but no need to do because they are symmetrical, right? So similarly, beta plus 2 is also satisfies this particular equation. Finally, alpha plus 2 and beta plus 2 will satisfy this particular equation. So this equation has roots alpha plus 2 and beta plus 2. So this is actually what? Method 2. And this method is a generalized one which helps us to solve all the problems related to the transformation of roots. Once